Sorry for the shaking. I got one hand held awkwardly here. I just got this couch on FreeCycle the other week, and I started researching and trying to get it clean because it smelled like cigarette smoke and perfumes, which I have allergies to. And I tried some things that worked and things that didn't work. So far, the best solution I've come up with, which is not perfect, but it's pretty good, mix 1/2 clear dishwashing liquid, 1/2 warm water on any upholstery that can be cleaned with a water-based cleaner. It'll tell you on the tag. If you don't have a tag, test on an inconspicuous spot, which is what I had to do here, and it worked out fine. So you take the half dish soap, half water, mix it up with a blender or a mixer, and use just the suds to scrub off the upholstery and focus in on any stained areas. And I've also been able to get some of the scuffs. Actually, it's like paint's got on the wood here, and that's been helping too. And then, hold on, we'll go to the next step. After scrubbing off a section of your couch or upholstery, then you want to rinse out your rag and get some clean warm water, and then with a damp rag, try to wipe off some of the soap. So I have a lot of soap left in there. You go over the whole section that you'd already lathered up. I did mine cushions already days ago, and then I did arms and things like that. So I did like sections, so I would mark it out, based on where seams are. So right now I'm doing like this side and back section, so that in case there's a sort of a watermark area that kind of shows from getting damp, it'll show less if you do it in sections. And we'll go on to our next step. Now, I saw one recommendation that said for getting rid of stains and odors to mix baking soda, which is what this is, with cornstarch, and then add water to make a paste. I do not recommend doing that. The cornstarch does nothing but help hold on to the water, and it becomes this strange substance that when you try to use it, move it, scrub it, stir it, it becomes hard like a solid. And then when you let go and relax or don't do anything to it, it oozes out like a liquid. That is not helpful. It's what we affectionately call oobleck, after the Dr. Seuss story. There's a scientific name for that, but I forget what it is. It's better to, after you've washed the section, kind of rinsed off the section, not really, just a damp rag trying to wipe off the soap. And one instruction I saw said to scrape it, like with a spatula or something. Anyway, while it's still damp, if you have odors like I do that you want to get rid of, not just a dinginess or stains, then you want to take just plain baking soda and rub it on, and it'll stick to the damp surface, and then let it sit. I've been letting it sit for hours while the couch dries. And then when it's completely dry, then I vacuum it. If you have a good sort of a shop vac, wet vac, something like that, or you have a furniture washing machine or a carpet machine that can be converted, like has an attachment to do furniture, that would probably be helpful, or if you rent one. But I am just using my regular vacuum. So I just kind of rub the baking soda in. It's a mess, you can see. And you want to try to keep your pets out of it, and try not to use your hands. Try not to get it on your skin, because baking soda is alkaline, and it can irritate your skin because of that. And same thing with your pets. So if they're walking in it, it can irritate their paws, things like that. And of course, it's also very rough, scratchy, so you would wear out your hands before you wore out your couch or even got your couch clean. So do that, and then I'll come back a few hours later and vacuum it. Okay, I had already done these cushions the other day, and I did the same process. However, I had vacuumed the baking soda off after a few hours on them, and then had to come back later the next day and vacuum them again to get all of the baking soda out. So you could just let it sit for like 24 hours. I vacuumed it after a few hours because I wanted to get it out of my pet's reach. The arms of the couch, were really dingy, and now they look decent. It's still a little bit dingy here. This is still wet. I just did this and haven't rinsed off the soap here yet, but it had several stains that are improved. Some of the stains went all the way away. Some could use a little more work. There's a stain right there. Maybe I'll have to go back over that. And it has improved the smell. It's not completely odor free, but it's a lot better. So that's one way you can clean up an old couch or other piece of furniture to make it last longer, or if you buy a yard sale or go to Free Cycle or something like that to get a piece of furniture. So that was your not quite so quick tip for the day.